What's up, guys? So today we'll be making powder detergent. The purpose of this video is to teach you how to make profit in powder detergent. So I'll be highlighting my ingredients and we'll learn a lot today. So over here is the sodium sulfate. For the sodium sulfate, I'm making use of 600 grams. Now when making powder detergent, you have to use more of the sodium sulfate. Reason because sodium sulfate is cheaper. It's very cheap, and using more of it for your detergent will cover a lot of volumes for your detergent, so you can make profit. You can see my SLS, I'm making use of just 150 grams. SLS is actually expensive, so 150 grams of SLS is small because I'm actually producing 1 kg of powder detergent. So in 1 kg of powder detergent, my very cheap ingredient, which is the sodium sulfate, is already 600 grams. So 600 grams of 1 kg, that is a lot. Then our SLS is just 150 grams. SLS is actually the most expensive ingredient among all our ingredients here. So since my SLS is in rice form, I want to blend it in with my blender. You can use any blender of your choice, any blender you have, any electronic blender. Here I'm using an electronic blender to blend my SLS. I want it to be in powder form since we are making or producing a powder detergent. So I'm going to blend my SLS till it turns to powder. Now when doing this, you need to put on a nose mask because SLS has a choking smell. So when blending your SLS, make sure you are using a nose mask. It has a choking smell, so that it will not choke you. It won't kill you, but at the same time it has a very strong choking smell. So in order to avoid it choking you, use a nose mask when handling SLS, especially when you are blending it. Then don't forget, my sodium sulfate is the cheapest ingredient in this our powder detergent, and it is the cheapest and the largest in terms of volume. We are producing 1 kg of powder detergent. So just in case you want to produce 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg, 5 kg, what you simply do is to increase the quantity of chemicals that I use in this video. Increase them. So I hope you know how you increase them. Just increase them by, if you are making 2 kg, increase all the ingredients, all the chemicals I use by 2. Increase them by 2. If you are producing 3 kg, increase all the chemicals that I used here by 3. That is the weight of the chemicals that I use. Increase them by 3 if you are producing 3 kg of detergent. If you want to produce 4 kg of detergent, increase all the measurements that I use for this my production by 4. I hope you understand the simple mathematics on how to increase them. So I'm producing 1 kg. So if you want to increase or produce a larger quantity, just increase my measurement by the number of kg you want to produce. Then, like I said before, sodium sulfate is actually the cheapest ingredient among all my ingredients. It's actually the cheapest. If you go to the chemical shop to purchase sodium sulfate, it's not expensive. And don't forget, this is all about making profit in powder detergent. Sodium sulfate is actually cheap to purchase, and it is the largest in terms of the quantity of chemicals I'm using. It is the largest. I'm making use of 600 grams of sodium sulfate. So if you are aiming for profit, use this formula that I've just showed you. Let your sodium sulfate be the largest. Then your SLS, which is very expensive. SLS is actually very expensive. So SLS that is very expensive, let it be little. And you can see I'm using 150 grams of SLS, which is not much compared to 1 kg. I'm making use of 150 grams of SLS. So the only foaming agent I'm using in this my production is the SLS. The rest of my agents there are cleaning agents. Caustic soda is a cleaning agent. STPP is a cleaning agent. Sodium sulfate is a cleaning agent. Soda ash is a cleaning agent. The only foaming agent I'm using here is the SLS. So you can see this is very easy to make. I have added my fragrance and I'm stirring it. So you can see this is very easy to produce. So if you want to go into the powder detergent business, don't forget to use chemicals that are cheap in large quantity, then the ones that are expensive, use them in little quantity so that you can make profit. I've produced my 1 kg of detergent. Now we are going to test this and see how it leathers. Let's see how this our detergent leathers. So we are going to test it. So that's a little quantity. I'm going to pour into that water. Let's see how this leathers. Alright, so you can see it is already foaming. So this is actually a good production of detergent. That little SLS I added is already foaming. This is a very good production. So you can practice this at home to start producing detergent for business. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe so that you'll be updated by our new videos. Don't forget to share this video with others that want to learn or produce detergent for business. Thank you for watching and see you all on our next video. Goodbye.